Family relations among the Giovanni can be extraordinarily tedious for outsiders to understand. Inside the clan, not only are mortal familial relationships maintained, cousins, brothers, fathers, mothers, but also the same relationships are translated into familial positions, with sire being father, grandsire being grandfather, and the children of your grandsire being your uncles, their children being cousins. So you may have a cousin who is also a cousin. You may have a grandfather who is also a grandfather. In addition to all of this, the Giovanni, with their strong familial background, use family monikers as terms of affection as well. For example, a preferred older sire may be called great uncle, or they may be called grandfather, or even grandpa. Beyond all of this, nearly every member of the clan considers Augustus himself to either be grandfather or great-grandfather, based solely on their distance to him from age. Young vampires tend to call the patriarch great-grandfather, and elder vampires tend to call him grandfather. Hello and welcome back, Knights, Kindred, and other children of the night. We are here once again with Lucretia, Duchess of Piedmore of Clan Cappadocia, Giovanni. Let's just look at our situation. So our grandpapa here is at war with our rival to take this county. Our rival has a pretty decent force, you know, and a really strong ally right here. The question is, like, she's a super strong ally. This force doesn't seem huge, but she has some pretty strong champions. If we just look at her champions here. Oh, you can't see it from here? I guess I'd have to mouse over her actual army in order to see it. That's fine. Just, I guarantee you, she's pretty strong. She's one of the most strong people in the Feast of the Black Cross. So that's a thing. We could just, you know, fight him. His ally is stronger than our ally being our grandpa, well, our false grandpa, and our father in the blood, Ambrogino. It would be very interesting. This war would help out Augustus a great deal because it would make it hard for him to decide what to do with his troops. Now, he is stronger than us by a lot, so he might just come back and kick our butt. So if we're gonna do that, we should probably just wait. See how it goes. If it looks like it's gonna go in a way where we can join in, we will absolutely join in. We still have this guy here. Kind of want to do something about him. And his child here, his Revenant. His title is, let's just see here, his title is a Confederate Partition Equal. So it's gonna go to him. It's actually fine, I would say. I could get rid of him, but I'd rather wait until after he dies some other way, or at least till one of these two is gone, because I don't want to do it a whole bunch of times, because it's kind of like not the greatest thing you can do, you know? We should figure out what we're gonna build here. Somebody told me in the comments that this was the wrong building, and they're absolutely right. Luckily, it's early enough that we can undo that mistake. There actually is no other building that will help us with our archers in this mod. The only archer helping building we already have right here, the subtle mercenary influence, which means we got to build for other things. So what other things? Well, prestige and control growth, that's good, but I think what we're going to go for is the learning that comes from building a crypt. These are pretty good buildings. They'll help us a lot with our learning lifestyle, and they'll help us in time when we switch over to melancholy, which is probably what we're going to do once learning is done. So we're just going to drop this. We're going to build a crypt here, and then we're going to wait till those other two blood taxes are done. In spite of being an ancient vampire clan, we are only just now becoming known far and wide. That's interesting. Okay, active elections here. So for the Duchy of Piedmore, we're going to vote for our child, because that's who we want to win if we die. obviously. It has been brought to my attention that Euphorosine, a renowned scholar playwright, intends to hold a performance of her work titled 2000 Piedmontese Nights. The price of admission is steep, but this is likely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to witness a Euphorosine play with my own eyes. Let's go. I watch as the play unfolds before me. It quickly becomes clear why Euphorosine is so well known as a literary genius. The poise, the performance, and all of it makes me feel as though I am witnessing the events of the Sargon Codex unfold in front of me, as if I were there to behold death's work myself. Once the play has drawn to a close, I find myself alone with Euphorosine. You must teach me to interpret the Codex as you do. Okay, so this is pretty much just an ending qualifier. Let's do this. Let's seek out the learning lifestyle perk, a play of my own. But I don't have a liege? Who is this guy? Haha, no. Who are we trying to put in there? Corb. Okay. He's actually somehow worse than me. Oh, this is not going to go well. It's been quite some time since I originally vowed to outdo the inferior work of Euphorosine. Yeah, we were praising her just a second ago. And the ink of my scribes grows dry. I admire my work, and the Beast's Inferno is a work deserving of being called a masterpiece by my own humble reckoning. The only question that remains is who should play the lead role. It's got to be me. Dramatic debut, somehow. Somehow. I take a breath and prepare to perform my play, assured that it will be impeccable with me here to deliver its pious message. I take a deep breath and recite my lines flawlessly, the audience surrounding me falling captive to my words. I enlighten them with my masterful interpretation of the tales from the Sargon Codex. As the crowd erupts into applause, I am assured I outdid myself and showed Euphorosine how a real scholar writes a play. Wow! That went away? I did not expect it to go that way, but it definitely went a way. It went in a direction. We'll say that for sure. That went in a direction. I don't know how I beat her. She must have been terrible at diplomacy. So 2 new blood taxes means all the more amount of money coming in for us, which is just great. Let's go over to here. Should we build even more crypts? The short answer is yes. The long answer is yes. I wish these 2 would produce a proper child. Please. Well, they got years ahead of them, so that's fine. So I have room for 1 more ghoul, because you get 3 plus 1 per 8, and I have 9, which is exactly enough to get an extra one. We can now build down here, I think. We're gonna just build 2 more crypts. Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna crypt up. We're just gonna crypt up. There we go. So we're gonna build 3 crypts. It's fine. It's fine. Makes perfect sense. So we're gonna drink from this guy here. This is the husband of the woman that I brought into my court, specifically because I wanted her trait here and to make her a ghoul and see if we can't get her growing. So in order to do that, we need to murder him. Murder is such a strong word. We need to make ourselves red again. This one's even more cute. We gotta look at this one. You know, really gotta look at this one. Sorry. It's so very charming. Right. Now that we've murdered her husband, we need to marry her to somebody so that we can make use of her trait. We're gonna ghoulify her. That's one thing that we need to do. So where is ghoulify? Right there. So we will ghoulify her. And we will find her a spouse. Now, so this is a very high chance of making a baby. I was hoping for somebody with a better trait than Hale, who is also lustful. All right, so we're not really seeing anything like that. I guess we're just gonna have to depend on her beauty to produce the children. So we only have 1 guy who's Herculean. who will marry our young lady. He's pretty much wasting his Herculean. So we will send a proposal. All right, so we've set our ghouls up. Everything is fine. We're working on the ghouling process right now. We need to find someone to hunt. Probably her husband. Where is she? Right there, right? Yes, so we will hunt from him. Hopefully she doesn't leave before she becomes herdified. I would really like to lock her in. Really like to know how this war is going as well. It's pretty much in the same position it was before. They have lost half of their troops. Okay. But they're very strong because his ally has tons and tons of powerful knights. But the war is still very indecisive. Okay, she is now my loyal retainer. That's good. Let's just look and see where things have gone with her. I don't want that. Alright. So she's now thinking of leaving. Now that she's been ghoulified, she's almost good enough to be a warrior. She just got a little bit better in the way of disciplines. That's interesting. Maybe I should give her a job, and I have the exact job for her. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make her a court jester because she is lowborn. She may actually like being a court jester. I don't care that she's not really good at it. Let's do it. So she is now our court jester, which will keep her from considering wandering off. I have enough money for mercenaries. Fair when he's angry. Gratiano de Veronese is in my council chambers once more, prating on some nonsense about how I wronged him. His eyes are aflame as he curses my name once again, and his collar only rises as I dismiss his anger with a scornful shake of my head. I mean, do we? Do we do this? I don't know what our chance to succeed at this would be. Very poor, I imagine? 95%. Oh, let's do it! Let's do it! One of our herd has died, so we need to replace him. What did he die of? He was ill. Alright, let's see what we can do here about replacing that herd member. This guy, we can try to herdify him. He's pretty old, though. We can also herdify her. Do that, I think. Oh, we canceled our romance scheme. Oh well, I suppose that the relationship was never meant to be if we've herdified over him. I just wish I had thought it through. Oh no. We have built a first respectable crypt. Let's just look in here and see what that puts our experience gain at. So we're getting 10% from our domain, 30% from astute intellectual, and 10% from bejeweled scriptures. That is giving us 7 per month. From a base of 5. We shall see how high that goes. It's not a lot, but this is a game that passes time real fast. Let's just keep checking the war. So they are... So this is interesting. He's winning by ticking because he holds it. Alright, we don't really need that from her. So let's manipulate herd. No, I gotta do it from myself. So we gotta do it from myself. And then I gotta get rid of her, the one I just added. So we're just going to release her. And then we're gonna grab this guy that we pinned. We don't need him pinned anymore, but we will herdify him for his hasty, melancholic blood. Apparently, one of our guests had a kid. Alright, I suppose that's a thing that can happen. And then we need to hunt again. Who are we gonna hunt from? And we can hunt from this lady. All right. What else would we like to build here? A blood tax here? I don't think we want to build a blood tax here. Let's see, actually. What's our development actually like here? Can we have a blood tax here? Our monthly growth is 0.2. Yeah, we can actually do a blood tax here. So I think we're going to do a blood tax here. Because we need the money. We need the money bad. So there we go. Another blood tax. Our stress is really high. Maybe we should do a stress down. One of the best stress downs we could write our thoughts down. That'll help a little bit. Thank you. And then I think we're going to survey our capital. So for us, that's a big stress down. We're going to click this on. We're going to spend 100 gold to survey our capital. We're going to bring us some guards. Because although it's dangerous, I don't want to bring the whole army. Plus, I'd like to get a little prestige out of it, right? Balanced choice. Yeah, that's what I would say is for the best. No longer overwhelmed by stress. Let's do our merchant guilds. Unpopular favor. I'm smiling at a joke my Marshal Martino made at this morning's council session when Baron Nissim catches my arm. Liege, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know you feel much affection him, but do you really have place in the council? I mean, I don't have anybody better. Do you have a suggestion? Because if you have a suggestion, I'll get rid of him in a second. But I literally have no one to replace him with. The thing is, he's zealous, so I can't convert him. I'm picking my own council, okay? Disgruntled vassals. Well, hopefully we can get through this event in a way that makes it turn out good. The survey. New guy. A new business has recently opened to your city. You are thinking about paying it a visit tonight. It's obviously just being helpful to let any outsiders know who is the real leader of the merchant quarter here. Still, you have your doubts. You notice that after your visit, most of these merchants somehow seem to lose the will to really work themselves to the bones for the better of your community. Perhaps you could try a new, bold approach. And not just interfere. So leave him alone. Gets me more opportunities, so building and strict control could be helpful, but I think we're going to do leave him alone. It was an uneventful night. We lose even more stress. That's really good. Hopefully we can keep going well. Martino's charm. My Marshal Martino and I are ambling through my gardens, laughing rakishly at a rhyme he overheard a servant tell when Baron Nissim comes across our path. My lady, is there something I wish to discuss with you? All right. Join us. You've got to hear this one. This has basically got 0% chance of succeeding. No, I think I have to do the work, because it's the only one that a diligent character would really be able to do and not, he was killed during his war. Not one day too soon. So that clears up one of my, my problems. Who has taken his place? Count Claudio. No, it's this guy. Duke Gabrino of Lombardy. He has no feelings towards us. All right. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. What did he die of? Vampires don't drown. I don't know what happened, but vampires don't drown. Vampires do not drown. This guy doesn't have the alliance, which is good for us. Wonder if his knights are as good. Huh. Well, I mean, it feels more like we can succeed at this. It feels more like if I was to attack him for his duchy, I feel like we could win. So do we do it? Do we do it? I think we do. And I think we, of course, call in our ally, Grandpa Ambrogino. Come! Come, help us! We have no plan! Our plan is, I guess, to survive until you show up to help us. That's our plan. I hope it works. We could hire mercenaries. We got the money in the pot for it. Let me see. Any good mercenaries? Those guys aren't good, per se, but they're the only people he can likely afford. So, hiring them will mean he probably won't have mercenaries. Which I think will be really helpful. Like, really helpful. So let's combine these together. And let's just begin by sieging what's closest to us. Excellent! Growing herd. So we've now herdified this guy. But he wants to attack us. Probably he thinks doing a siege is his best opportunity. I don't know that I agree or disagree with that necessarily. It is absolutely too bad that we accidentally took off this, because that could have been a real cool outcome. I mean, yeah, he's traveling, and he won't do it anyway, I bet. It's fine. Come on, Grandpa, I need your help! He's trying to get away from me. I think we'll win this battle. Alright, so we are going to take a drink from this lady for Sanguine. We caught them? Is this really us? Oh, this is one of those battles where it's gonna be a hellish battle. Jester, slapstick! Oh yeah! Oh no, seems I'm falling over again. My Jester Athletic clays with a comical tone, audibly face planting on the floor. I'm so clumsy. I surely hope I can stay upright this time, she says, pratfalling onto my... Don't pratfall onto a sword! That is a poor choice. Very poor choice. I get it, you're skilled. But please. I think we have... Oh, geez. This is gonna be one of those awful vampire fights where we just, like, freeze in the middle for a while. You're gonna have to kill his last 5 guys. I love to take a prisoner. I'd love to take a prisoner. Can we take a prisoner? No, we can't. Hey, so our man here has finished. Our child has finished getting rid of the religious heretics in the north, so he's now going to come down here to the south and handle that for us. We're going to switch over finally to something other than raise control, because we now control everything. It's a big move, by the way, just to be clear, very big move. The only war he's participating in is mine. He has some powerful troops, though. They're just not many. That's pretty fine, though. I'm okay with that. Like, really, I am. We're gonna start sieging here. I maybe should wait till we get some guys back, though. We may not, though, because I may have lost most of those guys from the mercenaries. Oh, no, we got some back. That's good. That's good. I hope you can get past him to me, because the best place for you is part of this army. If he tries to attack you, I will have to intervene. Can we leave siegers here? We can. So I can, like, cross this way. I don't want to do that, though. But I also don't want to lose this battle. I guess I have no choice, do I? Sanguine perk. That's good. So we're going to take Taste of Blood. Makes our find secrets more likely to succeed. Very good. So he is going to attempt to fight there. Yes, come back in! Grandpa, join us! We'll win this battle together! Because I am not certain I can win it on my own. But I am certain I can win it with your help. There we go. We have captured someone. Alright, so this is a 6th generation Ventrue. So she's the same generation as us. Yes, that was because I was thinking about Diablerie. Let's see what we can do as an execution method. We can experiment on them. Well, I mean, how do you pass that up, right? I don't know how you pass that up. I love the fact that that being content makes me very, very unhappy with doing all this experimentation, but that's fine. That's fine. We're doing it. We're doing it for the betterment of the clan and the betterment of the faith, right? This is just, it's just necessary, okay? Anybody who isn't, wait, this is not good. We don't want to do that. We want to probably come back over here. This is awful, though, because I'm going to have to pass through that, oh, no, 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 oh, no, mistakes were made. Ah, that's no good. They actually moved to the wrong part of the force, too. Not so good. Not so good. So we're gonna come into here for a bit together and just, like, merge. Hopefully we can gain some stuff back. He's gonna try to siege us, of course, which is not wise for him, I don't think. No, because he's figured it out and he's running away. Okay, we understand. I would run away too. We're just gonna hang out here for a bit. We're just trying to regain some of our troops, right? He's come around. He's basically decided that the best opportunity for him would be to come around here. Oh, we should have done that sooner. We would have caught him for sure. Okay, let me just talk about what's going on here. This needs to not happen. So, I'm absolutely angry that this has happened twice. But we will get revenge. Oh, that was very, very close. Okay, you can't keep losing battles for us, sir. You're making this thing just not good. Come on, old man. You were supposed to help us out. You weren't supposed to go and run off by yourself and make the war harder. I think we'll win this again. Letter on the back. Passing through my court, I notice an unrecognized face approach me. My most amiable liege, I am Massimiliano, former courtier of your spy master, Count Sangur. He has asked me to present myself before you and partake in your court. He has also given me a letter of introduction that only you may read. He then hands me the letter. Ooh, so you want me to do this for you, do ya? I will fail at this utterly. No, I will succeed at this utterly. Sure. Let's cross here. Grab this siege. So he has decided once more the best thing for him to do is to try to break this siege. Okay. I do need... You gotta... Oh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was so close. You actually almost won that. A secret exposed. My kinsman, Duke Claudius Giovanni, was accused my father, Duke Ambrosio Giovanni, of having an affair with his lover, Umberto. I don't see what the fuss is about either. Do we have nothing more important to do? Because I don't think that matters, sir. I'm a pretty good judge of things that matter, and I don't think that's even close to being one of them. I think we're going to be able to stop him. He ran away. Of course he did. So we're just going to wait again that we can gain a little bit more troops back. Head into here. So I don't know what he thinks. He's probably chasing my poor foolish sire again. That's fine. My sire's losses are literally not affecting the war as much as literally anything else that's happening is. Let's just continue the sieges. He does not want me to fight him. You look tired, my lady, my jester Elena says. I know the cure for that. It's called Travels to Jerusalem. What do you say? Shall I start reading? Elena beckons me to sit down. It is an amusing text. I really could use the break. Yeah, let's do it. Let's be nice to her. Of course, my sire is being an utter fool. Poetic friendship. Lucretia, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victory against Enrico de Agostino, and so decided to write a poem about your triumph. Constancia says, clearing her throat. Ah, yes, poetry. Poetry. Now, I can gain tutor... Do I have... What do I have here for stuff that I wear on me? Not enough things yet, so... Especially since I don't have a court, I should probably just make this my artifact. I am going to thank her for this, because I think it's really cool. There it is. There it is! There it is! Enforce our demands. So be it. Oh, it's so huge! Oh, we've gained so much so fast! I don't even have people to put in all those places. Oh, we can usurp? Okay, so first of all, there's this guy. I just want to look at this guy right here. What are you? You are a Tremere. You are basically useless. Thing is 100 gold worth more to me than, is 100 gold worth more to me than a lifestyle experience for learning? That is a super tough question. I don't think there's any reason to Diablerize him. He has no disciplines we want. He's really weak, too. Like, he's like the weakest vampire I think I've ever met. 100 gold. 100 lifestyle experience. I mean, 100 lifestyle experience. Right? Always. I do want to know what it is that makes the Tremere exist, right? Because they're the closest clan to us that exists. They're new. Nobody knows where they came from. And they're users of magic. Although their magic is more diverse than ours, ours has a specific and special power that makes it very strong. I hope that there were some great secrets to be found in his blood. So this person here. So, put this idiot in my dungeon. And then also execute her by experimenting on them. I am pushing it on stress at this point. I know that. I know that. We're starting to get back up there on stress. But we do have learn on the job now, which should help us a little. Not with stress, but with life in general. Right? And we could get the stress off, I imagine. Disband our army. And then just look upon the glory of our new domain. Do we immediately want to grab the duchy title for Lombardy? I think so. I'm gonna usurp that right out of him. He's now just some dude. And we have to figure out what to do about this, and it's gonna be really, really difficult. Really difficult. Because, we do now. Oh. Can I yet? I mean, technically he is, but it might take you a while to realize that. Anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. We are big Piedmont now. We are huge Piedmont. Look at how big we are. I don't know how we're going to make this all work. We may have to seriously considering, in spite of investing so much in our original domain, we might want to seriously consider taking the duchy capital and keeping it. Which means giving up one of our 3 starting ones. Because we don't have a duchy capital right now, and that'll prevent us from having to necessarily steal the capital from the other guy. We'll go through all of these and try to figure out what has the most potential, what we can make the most use of, but we'll do that next time. As I said, thank you for watching! With the help of our grandfather, we have grown Piedmont, which I guess we can now call Piedmont Lombardy, to being much bigger, and we are getting close to our actual goal of taking Italy. I never really thought that we would do this, but since he was so weakened by fighting against the family, it would have been foolish for us not to make this move, right? I mean, absolutely foolish. I hope to see you the next time we are here with Lucretia of Clan Giovanni. I should say, there's no Clan Giovanni. There's only Bloodline Giovanni. We're Cappadocian for sure. We're 100% Cappadocian, just like our grandfather. 100% Cappadocian. He's not our grandfather. He's our fake grandfather. He's our blood father. But that doesn't matter. I hope to see you then. Bye for now.